Welcome back to Dirt to Daytona. It is California Speedway time in the Truck Series, one step closer to the Truck Series no longer being on the channel until we get into NASCAR Heat 5. So let's get out here. I mean, we're doing very well this season in the Truck Series, despite the competition being a lot better. So let's get out there, acclimate ourselves a little bit, and then we will see you at qualifying. The track you don't have to brake on, so I'm not really worried about it. We messed around a little bit and we were almost faster than John Wood, so meaning I didn't run a perfect lap and we almost beat the #1 qualifier so far. So we'll get out there and lay down some hot lap. Here we go, down the front stretch, qualifying lap now underway. I think, can I hold this? Yeah, I should be able to. Yeah, we can hold it. This is not a track with this vehicle that we have to worry about hitting those brakes or anything, which is nice. Just have to make sure that our angle of attack is good so we don't wash up the track by, coming in a little too shallow at the end. And as per usual, we'll hop down on that there apron. Shortest way around the track and put down a 41.090. I would be surprised if that's not #1 qualifying position. Ooh, Matt Crafton gonna be a challenger in this race. Good, very good.
Welcome to sunny California and the California Speedway. It's going to be perfect weather for racing today. The California Speedway is located just east of Los Angeles on the site of an old steel mill. The wide 2-mile-long D-shaped oval provides both driver and spectator with a great view of the largest attended sporting event in the state.
Fantastic. Let's win. I haven't raced at all in about a week. Normally I get something in within a couple days, but I had a lot going on, so I've got a lot of racing to do tonight and tomorrow. It is Friday right now, the 14th. All right. Let's pass that. Let's sit here in front of No Rick and get that drive off. Well, I guess just top speed, not really drive off. Drive off would be if we were exiting the corner, but you get my point. We always start a little slower than everybody, and then we pick it up. I mean, this is like your Texas, your Michigan, your Daytona for the trucks. I'd say Talladega, but we don't run Talladega in the trucks. But, it's just not... It's the type of track that we have the opportunity to come out here, just be consistent, lay down good laps. I think it's 22 in the tank. 50-lap race. It's a 2-stopper, but not a really long one. It's trucks. So our next race is North Carolina with the Cup cars. That'll be... I love North Carolina with the Cup cars. It's fast. For such a short track, it's very fast. And that was our second race of the season. So it should be really interesting to see how much better the car is. We've had a couple rough races in the Cup car. Martinsville was just... position-wise, we've done well, actually, but just the races have been real messy. And then we went to Atlanta thinking it was all going to turn around, and it just didn't. It was messy as well, so... But, every race is another opportunity to get better, and that's how I really feel about it, and hopefully we'll be able to do exactly that. Hopefully we'll be able to get out to North Carolina, realizing that track is going to be... more challenging than Atlanta, but not as challenging as Martinsville. And, just try to find our groove, put down some really good laps, try to keep our nose clean. I think the biggest problem with Atlanta really was the quad oval. You get down, the track is flat. You got 2 corners that are surprisingly sharper than you think. You can angle really well into them, but if you're not paying attention at all, you will, you'll miss the corner. You'll hit the wall. We saw CPU cars hit the wall. I think it was Bobby Labonte. Was it? No, it wasn't. Ricky Rudd hit that wall so hard on his own way in front of us. So there was a lot, and I remember, as a matter of fact, probably just because I edited that video the other day, but I remember 21, Elliott Sadler. We bumped him in the rear end so lightly that I didn't even get a response on the controller, and it wiped him completely out. That was just shocking for me as well. So, you know, I mean, just some things that happened that I hope we can clean up in the next race and not bring out cautions for those things. .45 to go, 17 in the tank. First into the race, nothing really exciting happening. We've got a nice lead over everybody, and we're continuing to increase that. So I'm going to go ahead and speed things up for the first stint. We'll get back to you with we're going to start this one by saying with us pitting, or some action, or a caution. Oh, caution flies. We only had 2 laps left in the tank. That is absolutely perfect. We'll pit. I assume everyone in the entire track will pit. Just fine by me. And, you know, we'll put Ratner a lap down. Maybe someone else. Fantastic. Couldn't have asked for a better outcome right there. Except for the fact that the green flag could have stayed out. We could have pit and we could have come back out still with a huge lead. But it's fine. We'll pit now. And we'll get back on the track. We'll see you after the caution. So the car in front of us, Tate's, was the one who actually got damaged. So we're hopefully going to get a jump and just split them and be gone. And that's exactly what happened. As you can see, 21 in the tank. We got some time before we find out how many are left. I think like 25 are probably left in the race. I also believe that unless there's another caution in a couple laps, or I guess I should say any time between now and when we would pit again, we would be in a pretty crappy spot and have to do what I would only say is a gas and go. Now there is always the opportunity to try to save gas on this track. Not so easy to do since you're floored the entire time, but I mean, I guess it's something we could consider. 25 to go, 20 left, so nah, we're not going to save 5 laps worth of gas. So we'll just, we're going to run this part out. And again, because we're in front of everybody and nothing really fun is happening, we're going to go ahead and not talk. We're going to speed it up. And I know that makes it quick, but a lot less interest in the truck series right now anyway, so we're just going to go ahead. This race isn't very exciting, and that's okay. We're doing this so we can win the championship, get that sweet, sweet championship bonus money for getting our sponsorship goal, and go into Season 2 of the Cup Series with a fully upgraded car and plenty of money in the bank to not have to worry about, you know, losing our staff or missing any races. So, anyway, we're going to run this one out, too. We'll get back with you guys. I might come back with about 8 or 10 left just because. Talk about strategy, talk about what we're going to do. But anyway, we'll see you, caution. Oh, I just jinxed it. But anyway, we'll see you, caution, action, or pit stop. All right, here we are, 10 to go. All we're really doing is messing around with lap traffic. Got a huge lead. 4 left in the tank. We won't obviously stop for service. We'll just be getting fuel for the last 5 laps of the race. So I want to continue to get the best lead I can.
All clear.
There was Taft that we just lapped again. He was in front of us in the beginning. I mean, he was behind us, but he was physically in front of us at the beginning of this last stint.
Still there. You're all clear.
So that's... He's not very fast. Didn't actually look. We have 9 to go. We have 3 in the tank, so we actually gonna have to pit. We'll see when it flips to 2. Curious. It seems like then we were burning, well, I suppose. No draft, no way to save any kind of fuel. Never really coming off the gas except for at that very moment there. I was almost screwing up the corner for maybe only the second time this race. But just kind of keeping an eye on when it changes to 2. If it's at the line. Yeah, it's at the line. All right, so we're going to go around one more time.
You're low on fuel.
Or we could, we could pit right now. It doesn't really matter to me when I do choose to pit. If it's now, it's fine. We can go, we'll pit right now. Of course, what I'm doing is very aggressive for somebody who's about to go pit, but...
All clear.
Yeah, maybe not go pit right now. I lied. We're pitting right now.
Slow down.
We're fine. We were fine before. All right. No tires. 1 can of... 1 can? Yeah, 1 can. No tires. Don't repair. We don't have any damage. This track is actually pretty great when it comes to coming off a pit road. It's so many of the other tracks you come off a pit road and you have... Yeah, we're good. So many other tracks, you come off a pit road and you're slipping and sliding right out the gate. This one, I mean, it feels pretty natural. So we're obviously not in first place right now. We're behind some lap cars. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was close. There we go. Everyone's pitting. I hope that we cross this line. I think we didn't lead. Yeah, I think that one lap we will not have led in this race. We could have gone around that one more time, but I just wanted to do what I could do, you know, a little normal. I got some of the lappers behind us that haven't pit yet because they haven't gone as many laps yet. So we don't have any of the lead lap cars technically behind us right now as these lappers that are the current cars behind us, which would be crazy if a caution came out for them right now because, you know, they'd all get to pit and they'd all be on the lead lap, which would be kind of cool for them. But I'm pretty sure that the lead lap cars all just went in and got gas like I did.
5 laps to go.
5 to go, 10 in the tank. Here we go. These guys are all pitting. So we're going to probably start seeing some of those other cars showing up. And because it's looking like they didn't do gas and goes, it's looking more now like they actually did full service stops because I'm gaining on them. They're right in front of me. That's pretty sure some of these cars are the lead lap, like the lead pack cars. Yeah, that's No Rick right there. And Bundy, but No Rick is the one who... How is No Rick 18 seconds in front of me when I'm looking at him right there, and this takes 40 seconds to get around the track? Is that not No Rick? That might be McDonald. He's the other one in a green car. Truck. Not that it matters. We did exactly what we said we'd do, and in fact, as long as we don't screw up at the end of the race here, we've done it with a completely clean truck, not even coming close to touching anybody. Which is a big deal to me, just for the sake of having a really good, perfect race. Doesn't happen a lot, even on tracks that I feel like it should. We make mistakes, and there's still a chance to. If I'm being honest, we could definitely make some poor decision here with 3 cars, trucks in front of us.
You're all clear.
So, keep it in mind. Yeah, it was McDonald, Nilsson, and I don't know who's in the Sprite truck. What I would like to do is get on their inside, but I'm going to go up to the outside and hope nobody drives out into me. Thank you. Thank you.
Still there.
Everyone's minding their P's and Q's today. I appreciate that.
You're all clear.
Kenny Schrader, who's a lot faster in the Cup Series than he is in the Truck Series in this game, sitting right in front of us, which is so interesting to me. You would think if he's successful or fairly successful in the Cup Series, he would be much better in the Truck Series, but here he is. And here he was. Whoa, that was so close to just nicking our bumper, and that would have ruined the perfect race for us, so that would have sucked. But alas, we made it around him. Mistake-free. It's Bickle in front of us in the Dickies truck. Hoping to, I just want to lap a couple of the double-digit or single-digit trucks. Always makes me happy to lap the good guys. Not good as in they're the heroes, but good as in they have the better equipment.
Last lap. Car high.
We just did our best lap of our ever, I guess. So that was good. Thanks to being able to suck up in the draft to Bickle. Doesn't look like we'll pass anyone else, but with us only taking 2 right sides and putting 1 tank in, or 1 can in, we ended up getting a bigger lead on No Rick and the trucks behind him, which was awesome. And I think if we didn't have that caution, we very well could have lapped everyone because of just the pace we ran today and how well we ran. It's a good way to come back after a couple rough Cup races, although our next Cup race could be rough. At least we get to walk out of this one with a victory, and a very convincing one at that. Top 5, Tony Savoy, Lance Norick, Robert Presley, Brennan Gong, and Matt Crafton. $221,000 for that victory, and not a single part of that negative was for repair fees, which is awesome. Tony Savoy already in first place in the standings, widened the margin between first and second with a victory at California. Savoy, with 10 wins this season, now leads Robert Presley by 113 points. Exciting to increase that lead. We've got 10 wins in the season. Of course, we have 2 races where we didn't win or get a top 5. Oh, that race was on October. Oh, I missed it. I would have absolutely... No, the Cup Series... Cup Series race is on Halloween, my favorite holiday. Gonna go ahead and make a special car for the race. Well, folks, that is gonna do it for this episode, though. I'd like to take a moment out to say thank you so very much for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. And of course, as always, until next time, you take care.